Hey guys, it's Michael Lenoci, and I'm joined by Lance Cantstopolis. He's a very funny comedian. I've seen him on this scene now for, I want to say almost a decade now, and
Yeah.
we're going to get to find
I
out.
do more than comedy though. Like I do more than stand up. Like I act too, and I write. You should like mention that.
I
Can we do it over where you like say the stuff that I do?
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Like have you heard multi-hyphenate?
I'm sorry?
Multi-hyphenate?
What does that mean?
You do many things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like Jordan Peele, he actor, he director, he
Yeah.
writer, he multi-hyphenate.
All right, so I'm going to run it back.
Yeah, but then like add the hyphen.
Okay, I'm going to run it like, I'm going to be like, hey guys, I'm Michael Lenoci, and I'm joined with multi-talented.
No, hyphenate.
Do I say hyphen?
Hyphenate. Yeah, talented is.
Well, I was going to add them as I go.
But say hyphenate.
Say hyphenate.
You can say talented, but don't leave out hyphenate, multi-hyphenate.
Multi-hyphenate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I've never heard that term before. But
Yeah, you learn every day.
yeah. Okay. So, hey guys, I'm Michael Lenoci, and I have a new podcast with a very funny, multi-hyphened talent.
No, fuck. Hyphenate.
Hyphenate.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Michael Lenoci, and I got a new podcast, and I'm joined by multi-hyphenate and talented and an actor, a stand-up comedian, a dancer, an engineer, a mechanic.
No, man, I don't. Where the fuck an engineer come from?
I just was kind of, I thought, why not add?
Why giving fake credit? Give me real credit.
I-
Acting, model.
Model. Oh, model. Okay.
Martial
That wasn't,
art.
so you do model.
A little bit, yeah.
When's the last time you worked as a model?
It's like freelance, Every now
Freelance.
and then I get the email
You get an email about
to
modeling.
show up somewhere and pose.
Huh.
You
Okay.
never model?
No, I've never modeled. No. So model acting. I think I've seen some of your. You've acted in like music videos and stuff.
Yeah.
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 And then I've seen your stand up.
That's a racist video I in.
Yes. Yes. I saw that. But that was
yeah,
very
yeah.
good. Good job.
Thank you,
Yeah.
man. I do a Dylan Francis video.
Yeah. That was
Pro
cool.
bono. It not sanctioned by him,
Yeah.
but I did it on my own.
Yeah.
And it's better than any video he ever do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think you said I don't have to redo it.
Yeah, we covered it.
We covered it.
Like,
Yeah, you did.
I hyphenate. I do many things.
Yeah.
And I podcast.
But that's-
podcaster part of hyphenate now.
Yeah. Now
I can
a
add that
podcaster.
I can add to it.
Yeah. Now you're a
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
which is great, and I think that you would be great for a show with that covers dating, because that's something that is universal. A lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah,
have a
yeah.
problem with it.
Everyone fuck.
Yes, specifically, that is something people do in relationships. Yes, but we don't really want to kind of go in that direction. We kind of want to learn about how people think and what works for people, because a lot of
to get to fuck.
yeah. I mean, I guess people do enjoy sex. We could say sex. Could we say sex?
Sure.
Sex is probably a little bit more
Sex-
politically correct, right? Because we
Okay.
want to be a little,
Like
cleaner.
PC?
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I mean?
For like network TV or
Yeah, well, no, it's not for network TV, but just kind of like, it just makes people. Some people might get uncomfortable with the.
fuck to abrasive.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
Sex.
But the
You
whole
like professor saying sex,
yeah. I mean, but you'll get used to it. You'll feel better.
Yeah.
You'll feel better about yourself as you. And we'll get into it, because
I like saying fuck, but I say sex for okay.
Yes, I understand that, but also as as someone approaching his 40s,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people, I think, will watch this and tune in because they want to have they want to learn about what works and what doesn't work for people, and they want to be a little buttoned up too when they're learning about it, because they're older and they work in professional environments where they have to be a little
Maybe
bit.
they're watching in cubicle right now.
Yes.
And fuck boss go.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
we talk?
Well, hopefully they're wearing headphones because it's 2023.
Sure. But if it's too loud, sometimes you don't have headphones and you hear like you ever been on the plane watching porno on Wi-Fi?
Yes.
And people
Well,
And
no,
the headphone-
I've never. Nobody's.
you not watch porno.
Nobody's
on plane?
watching porn on a plane. That's just not something people
Then why
do.
have Wi-Fi?
But I mean, who's watching porn without? All right, so let's just get into
Sure,
that.
sure.
Nobody's watching porn to just watch porn.
I do.
You watch porn to just watch porn.
Yeah, I got to kill. It's a 3-hour flight. I'm not going to not watch porn.
So what are you analyzing porn? I mean, usually people watch porn to
I
get
get a
themselves
window
off.
seat. I tilt the laptop.
But
so
you're not doing
everybody-
anything inappropriately. That's
Nah,
illegal.
I just enjoy it.
You're just enjoying porn.
You don't have to jack off every time you watch porn. You
I,
can just enjoy porn
I
too.
disagree. I think a lot of I think
You
I
have
think
to jack off when you watch
I
porn?
think it's strange if you didn't. I think that's actually
What if
weird.
you're just a fan of the medium and like I don't have to finish?
I don't think people are a fan of the acting of porn.
You jack off every time you watch porn?
Unless somebody's okay, if somebody's like, "Hey, have you seen this porn?" and they show me a clip real quick. But if I'm alone and I'm watching porn, it's because I'm using the porn to help myself masturbate.
Sure, but
and
on a
can we
plane,
say masturbate?
if I'm on a plane watching porno,
I don't think that's
I-
appropriate.
but I'm not jacking off.
Yes, of course not, because that's illegal. You'll probably go to
I
jail.
would if it was only me in the cabin, but I'm in economy, you know.
Yeah, but don't
even
you-
first class I wouldn't jerk off.
But don't you think that's a little inappropriate to be watching
But
porn on a
I'm
plane?
not jerking off.
But
I have headphones in.
But watching porn is inappropriate in public.
But people don't know, except when you don't have headphone in, and then accidentally they find out you're watching porno.
Yeah, but don't you think you don't feel guilty about that at all?
But if nobody know, why feel guilty about it?
Because that's character. Character is who you are when nobody's watching.
But I do it. I turn my laptop so nobody know I'm doing it.
I understand that. I
Yeah.
understand nobody's aware if you're doing it. But do you understand that most, at least in America, most Americans would think that that's off-putting and probably not appropriate to
the
watch.
only reason you know is because I told you. If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't be judging me right now.
Hey, there's no
And the
judgment.
people on the plane wouldn't know I was watching porno, except the audio. My headphones were
So
Bluetooth.
Did this happen?
Yeah, one, 2 times, yeah.
And did somebody say something to you?
You get looks, and then you close the laptop, and then you have to wait for your connecting flight, and then you do it on that one.
And
It's
you-
new people.
But then you're not continuing to do this now after that mess up?
No, I do.
All right, okay, but Lance,
Yeah.
you don't see that there's a problem at all that maybe that
I feel bad when they find out, but
So
I'm
then
not
you-
going to stop.
so Lance, you do have empathy.
I feel bad I get caught, not I feel bad I do what I do.
So when you watch it, do you get aroused?
Yeah.
So that's the inappropriate
But
part.
nobody see the boner. I'm wearing jeans, and the jeans so stiff that it's not like I'm wearing sweatpants. And
You
it's
can't-
obvious that I'm aroused.
You don't think this is a problem at all?
If I have a boner, and no one can hear the porno that I'm watching, no harm, no foul. Like, what's the problem here?
It's I guess you're right. Okay, I'm not arguing. I'm
Sure.
saying you're right.
Is one will agree to disagree. Like, you don't have to do it. People like riding horses. I don't ride horse.
But society
they-
doesn't.
Their prerogative.
But society doesn't say, "Hey, riding a horse is
But who
inappropriate."
determined? Like, it's arbitrary.
It's not, because it's kind of been agreed upon in
Okay.
society over years.
I
Whatever.
don't know.
Agree to disagree.
Sure.
But the point is, and this is a great start, because I think that you're someone who has a great a great perspective on dating, right?
Sure,
You've had
sure.
your experience, and
It's different. You are one person. I am one person.
we're all different. Yes.
We all different. Sometimes it's like Venn diagram. You hear, I hear. They're going to be overlap for where we both agree,
Of course.
and then they're going to be like the
But
plane thing. I'm over here. You're over
Yes,
here.
of course, and that's the thing about dating is it's a very broad, subject, and people have a lot of different views and different beliefs, and religious beliefs get involved, and moral beliefs get involved, and then what works for one person might not work for another person, and I just personally I chose you because look, I'm a 39-year-old. Comedian, and I'm not married. I've never been married. I don't have kids, and you're someone who I assume is around the same age
Yeah,
as
we
me.
We don't know. I'm
Yeah.
acting. Like it's if you want to throw your age out there, that's cool. But like, I still want to be considered for like 18.
Well, nobody's gonna think you're 18. That's just
No,
ridiculous.
no. I went in one time. I went in.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Euphoria. I was going to be exchange student,
Oh,
but I didn't.
did
get
you
it.
shave?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
yeah.
You were well rested going in and stuff.
Yeah, well rested.
You think
I had
you-
a backpack on one shoulder. You know how
Yeah,
kids,
yeah, yeah.
kids do and stuff.
Okay, I mean that's good
Sure,
for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good for
if
you.
there are any casting directors watching and stuff, I could do big, wide spectrum. I could do 18. I could do like Disney stuff, and I could play a teacher. You can like age me up where I can play a teacher.
You could right now. I think you look like
Maybe
you could
put
be.
some gray in me. Yeah, you have to like put some bags under my eyes and stuff, and then I could play. Oh, I could play you.
Yeah. Okay. There's a little shot at me. A little bit. Like I would assume that I don't know how old you are, but I assumed that we were, in
Yeah,
the
no one knows.
we've all been born in the 80s. Look, I would think especially you,
We don't know. No,
Lance. You've never been married?
no, no. I
No.
don't. Yeah, I don't do that.
You don't. It's not something you want to do.
Yeah, it would have to be like getting struck by lightning or something. You don't want it to happen, but if it happened, it
Oh wait,
happened. But I don't see a world where that happened.
what you would have to be struck by lightning? What was that?
Just freak accident.
Oh,
I would get
it would have been
married
an
if it
accident.
were
So
a
you've never been
freak
in love then?
No,
You don't want to fall in love.
I open to it. Never. Yeah, never happened or never. I don't even want really.
But do you think that's maybe, do you think that's maybe something that you have walls up? Like maybe you're not letting someone, you're not being vulnerable enough for a partner, a female. I assume you're into females.
Yeah, I like fucking like chicks and stuff.
Okay, I mean, there's more to a relationship than having sex. You do know that, right?
Why? Like, like.
Like spending time. Do you like to go eat? Do you like to go eat with
Yeah, but I could do that by myself. I could do it with a chick that I'm fucking for a bit.
Yeah, well, do you not want to get to know the person you're having sex with? Don't you want to know things about them? Are you interested in finding out who they are as a person?
Yes, but then until I jizz, and then there's no need anymore because I already did it. At the beginning, yeah, like when we match and we go on a few dates or whatever, and like you like, oh, how many brothers you have and stuff, because you have to say that stuff for them to to want to have sex with you, So it is inquisitive at first for the chase, but then I jizz, and I did it, like I don't care about the family members as much after, after I do that.
Yeah. I just don't think that that's something they would appreciate. Because now does that it might seem like, and I'm just telling you, it might come off like you are just kind of, manipulating a lady into sleeping with you because she thinks that you really are into her.
But I am and I was. But then I'm not lying or anything because at first I was and I was pursuing and I really did want that.
Yeah.
And then that happened. And
It changed your mind.
It changed I did the thing. I climbed Everest.
I will say, I think that there are a lot of people who will relate to that, but they won't admit it because they're afraid of how they'll be perceived. So I admire you that you're allowed to admit that, but you're so in the process when you're getting to know a woman before
I'm open to it, like after I jizz and I still want to hang out, then maybe that is the marriage thing, like if I still enjoy your company and I still want to ask you questions after my sack is done,
Yeah.
like then there's something there,
never really done.
Yeah, every time I do it,
you are done.
Every time
You've never found someone that you wanted to continue to get to know after you've finished after you've climaxed.
Yeah.
In a sexual encounter.
Yeah. I never climax and want to know more.
Huh. So we don't know that. Maybe there is a chance that maybe you just haven't met your person.
I'm open to it, but in the meantime, I'm going to do it to a lot of people until maybe it happens.
So,
but if it don't happen, still pretty good. I still like it.
Yeah, well,
I could do that forever.
Oh, but I think that eventually you're going to get old and women are going to be less attracted to you. And so you're going to... No, you don't think you're...
Men, like fucking, just better.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, Clooney.
Yeah.
Me. Like...
Yeah. Well...
just get better and better.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what you used to look like, to be quite honest. You look really, the same.
No, just better. Every year I just fucking get better and better and better. I'm like the iPhone. I just keep on...
You're still as active. You can still work out as hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, just better and better and better.
Interesting.
Like when I'm 80, I'm like, I am whatever age
so
I
am. In 40 years from now.
We don't...
Yeah.
Cut that out. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
If we had to guess.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, you don't even want me to guess. 35 to 40.
No one know. But it's just going to get better and better.
Okay, but like...
Every year, I fuck more than I did previous year.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And how do you know that?
I tabulate it.
You do.
You know how Spotify have, most listened track?
Yeah.
I do that. I have Excel spreadsheet.
Do you know the name of every single person you've slept with?
Yeah.
Do you still
It was Excel spreadsheet, but then I poured it over to Google Doc. Or no, Google
QuickBooks.
No, Google spreadsheet.
Oh.
Because it's in the cloud,
Yeah.
Before it was on a thumb drive.
Yeah. And you have the thumb drive on you.
It's somewhere. It's,
Do you still
it's
keep,
somewhere in a drawer, but now it's on the cloud.
do you keep in touch with all these women still?
No.
No. So wait, I'm kind of confused right now. Have you ever slept with a woman more than once?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that love?
No, I mean, but that's something. Why did you go? So then, if you're telling me you've never felt the need to get to know someone, then why did you hang out with that person again?
Scheduling, like the other pussy you have lined up. They have
Well,
to,
we kind of don't.
what's the word then? What's
The other woman.
Women?
Yeah, because you don't want to objectify them, because that's not as much as like some of these younger audience people might think that's funny.
Pussy? They don't say pussy.
Yeah, it's like it's slang. It's like on a song.
No, I see girl podcasts, where they talk about getting dick down and dick and shit.
But
they
isn't
say
that
dick all the time?
Isn't that funny?
Why can't I say pussy?
I know. I listen. I totally agree. You could call her dad. You could have all these podcasts, and they can be all gross about
they're
how
very graphic.
Yeah,
they marginalize men.
Men, we're not allowed to.
Everyone, yes, queen.
Yeah,
but I can't say
yeah.
that the pussy I had lined up for the week was working.
I will say I
more
agree.
Convenient
It's
for me.
it is a little annoying.
It's double standard.
It is a double standard for sure. It is like you can't even. They don't want you even getting detailed about how you have sex or intercourse with a vagina. That's just something, like that's just how.
So it have to be like.
That's the rules in society for some reason. So unfortunately, it's because
not fair. Yeah.
It's not fair, but like you have to kind of be buttoned up a little bit when you can't objectify women, because ultimately it's because they are a little bit not as strong.
Oh, we stronger, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's part of the reason, if I had to guess, like because it's too controlling, and men have already controlled in society previously over the history.
We did that for so long.
That's why
now it's their time.
Yes.
To do what we did.
So it's like
we have to scale it back a bit.
Otherwise, we're still controlling. Like, give me that pussy. You can't talk like that really anymore.
I wasn't saying give me that pussy. I was just saying sort of like. Just recounting, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Give me that pussy. Like I would never say give me that pussy unless she already agree.
Yeah.
Stranger, I don't say give me that pussy.
How? So what is that? Leads me into this next part. What is how do you meet these women?
Sometimes it's a look,
Well, you mean you have a taste.
Joe's.
You're saying. Oh
yeah.
You're saying you just like make eye
for
contact.
Me, it's all eyes.
Oh.
You live life, you go to a coffee shop, you go to a grocery store, women everywhere.
Yeah.
They walking around,
Yeah.
And you just.
And that works, and they approach you.
Sometime, yeah. They go, what's your story? Like, what's your deal? There's
Yeah.
like a magnetism. They go, I just never met anyone like you.
Yeah.
You have this aura.
Yeah.
This aura to you. And then sometimes I lock, and I'm a trader.
That could be that.
I lock.
That could be a little.
No, what eyes
Could get creepy. If she's not into the eye lock,
Yeah, but they're usually into it, and only thing that happens sometimes they go, I'm married, but even sometimes they still have sex.
You've slept with married women.
Oh yeah.
Do you? And you don't feel morally?
I'm not married.
Yeah, but
they're the one who's married.
You don't feel bad about it.
Why?
Because you're a homewrecker essentially. You're
she a homewrecker. I'm not. If not me, someone else. Why not me?
Well, I mean, because you're just contributing to the problem.
Nah, but she already that way. So why I feel guilty that I receive the pleasure of her poor decision? My dick, his dick, is a dick.
Yeah, but like
why not me?
Because
why do I bow out gracefully?
Why participate in something that is morally wrong?
That.
Well, we can't control that narrative. All we can control is who you are and what you stand for.
I go, no, sorry, ma'am. what you're doing is wrong. And she going to go, oh, I never saw it that way, Lance. I'm going to stop feeling this way.
But are
Wheels are already in motion, dude.
but are you not afraid that maybe her husband?
I beat the shit out of him. If
Okay.
he get mad,
What if he brings a gun to the fight?
I take away the gun. He pointed like this. I go, I've done it.
You've been attacked
Yeah,
before.
he come to me, go, you fuck my wife? I go, yeah, talk to her. Like, why am I in this conversation here?
Oh, jeez.
Why he coming at me?
If
But if your married wife fucks some dude on her own accord and she initiate, why you coming at the guy? That's a conversation to have with your wife or ex-wife, whatever it's going to be.
yeah,
Dude just being dude.
yeah, interesting,
Somebody offer you a Jolly Rancher, you take a Jolly Rancher.
interesting. That's a
No, out of
Great
principle,
analogy.
no, I don't want to cherry Jolly Rancher.
uh-huh.
No, you unravel it, you pop it in your mouth. Some guy attack you, you shouldn't have taken the Jolly Rancher. Nah, it was there.
For free.
Yeah, free.
For free. Okay, interesting. And then that's that.
So yeah, lock eyes, that's one of them. They come up to me. Sometimes I come up to them. Performing, sometimes I do shows, and then the whole room just like, oh, fuck, the wall
Yeah.
is shaking and shit. And I'm like Steven Tyler up there. I'm like a rock star.
So you prefer one night stands?
Sure, yeah. Less time. The less amount of time to get.
What was that? What was that? What is that?
Well, you're not. You don't want me to say fuck, so.
So that's you. So that's you fucking.
I mean, you say it, not me. Yeah.
So are you? So you're not a passionate lover. You're,
No, I'm
no.
passionate. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm in it, I'm in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you locking eyes during?
Yeah, all of that.
All of
yeah,
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
all of that.
You into toys?
Nah,
No toys.
not toys.
You ever been dominated, whipped, or anything like that?
It's all gay shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
God just make
You think that's same sex kind of stuff?
That's whatever.
Is that
I
what you
don't-
mean by gay?
No. I mean, it's just sort
Not
of like,
cool.
Look, when God make human and stuff,
Yeah.
there's a reason he didn't create anal beads and shit too. He didn't create a sex swing. He didn't create a fleshlight.
Well, what do you mean? Well, isn't everything created?
Everything you need in your meat sack.
Yeah.
Okay? If you can't climax with your human body, you got problem or you got to fix it, you know? You don't go to the sex shop. You have to add polyurethane and stuff to come.
Hold on. Hold on.
You have to
Listen.
get into a swing.
There is a.
You have
there-
to get into the swing to jizz every
no,
time.
no, no. There's a big.
Whatever you find out that you were conceived in a sex swing, that your dad, like the moment you fertilize an egg, your dad was in a leather or in a gimp mask. I don't. Yeah.
I would hope to assume that when people are participating in those type of things, they are not trying to conceive a baby, and it's more for pleasure purposes. So for one, and two, I think that people, it's like the saying of you don't want to eat the same meal every day. You've heard that analogy. Like you want to try different things, and certain things feel different when you are involving other things, and that's why they've been invented. So I just want to kind of there are people. There's a big population that uses toys. It's actually more common than not, and I don't want to take away from it. So maybe it's something that you haven't tried. Because, someone who's just getting to learn about you, there are some walls up with you, right? You have some vulnerability
Nah,
things and
there's
some
no-
old-fashioned
There's
ways.
no walls.
You don't want to try new things, it seems like.
Like what? I mean, but that is dumb. Like I don't want to do toys or like out of principle. I just think.
Yeah. Well,
You
what
should
about
be
if the
able to do
woman?
it.
What if a woman is using a dildo, right? That's a thing.
Nah, get it out of here.
Yeah, but what if that's what she needs? Sometimes she needs it because maybe what you're.
Well, if I'm not there, then sure, have
But
at
what
it.
about
Do what you got to do?
What if what you're doing isn't getting
But
her off?
that never happened. I always, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's
No,
got.
no, I tell you, yeah.
Well, we don't know if they're telling the truth.
No, they are.
They
I'm good at like
every
reading.
single time.
I'm good at sometimes
A woman-
I hold their wrist and I go tell me, and I can tell whether it go faster or slower. Like I
Yeah.
know techniques to know whether
If they're
I look
lying.
at the pupils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, every time they come for real.
Okay.
They
Wow.
don't. They don't need toys. They don't need
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Okay.
Music is okay if you want to throw on music, cool. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking crazy dildo that vibrate and shit,
This is too much.
that's too much. It's like steroids or something,
Okay, so you think you have it all figured out for the most part?
for the
You could
most
help
part.
anyone who's had anybody who's going through a hard time in the relationship. Well, I mean, for someone who's never been in, so you've never been in a relationship, you've never dated someone, because
Nah, but I mean, like I said earlier, I have had sex with the same person multiple times before, so that's kind of like similar.
yeah, but like, how are you supposed to? Why are people going to ask you questions about relationship advice or dating advice if you've never even
Because
been in those situations? Why would we even listen to
Well,
you?
just okay. I've never eaten poop, but I know that it doesn't taste good. Like I don't have to eat poop to dispense advice to say don't eat poop. So just because I don't want that,
I
don't
think
just because I don't want that or I don't lean that way, don't mean that I don't have expert advice on the issue. I break everything down, regardless of field or whatever it is.
I appreciate the analogy, but there aren't millions of people eating poop because they enjoy it. So we're talking about
Yes,
relationships
but
and
it's a
love.
thought experiment. It's a hypothetical that is analogous to this scenario. Just because I do not want that, or I'm open to it, just never happened. I see the world around me. I see people in the relationship. I know the human condition.
Yeah.
I can speak to it. I'm just very analytical and shit. I break stuff down.
Yeah.
A lot of people just say things to say things.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
So this guy, he goes, I walk my dog to the same park every day. And occasionally there's this gorgeous woman. And we look around the same age. And she is also walking her dog. I say hi to her. And every time she has stopped to speak to me a couple times now. And we've hung out and said hi. And the first time we spoke, her dog was actually on a leash, and she took it off the leash so that both of their dogs could play off the leash, and he thought that was a good sign. He wants to know, is it weird if I just jump out in front of her one day and say, "Hey, you want to go on a date?" I could see this going completely wrong, but he's not sure how he should approach this situation. I understand you would lock eyes, but this is
I would lock eyes.
but this is not you. So how does this young
Well,
man?
this is beyond lock eyes. They've already exchanged words and stuff.
Yes.
Lock eyes is good when it's non-verbal and you fought away from each other,
Yeah.
So I mean, I might say, hey, our dogs are already friends. Why don't we be friends? And then throw her a look or something.
Well, I think he wants to ask her out on a date. I think he wants to go to dinner.
That's part of it though. You throw that out there, and it's like a ping pong match. Then she says something.
Well, we got to kind of set. I think he's going to need a little bit more feedback than that because he's already said hi and had some small banter with her. So he needs to know. I think he wants confidence that it's okay to ask her out.
Okay, is he trying to like fuck immediately?
Yeah.
Or
Well, let's assume everybody likes sex, right? We all like sex, but let's assume he wants to get to know her.
We need to know, is he trying to do it fast or is he trying to lay down groundwork?
I think I'm going to assume he wants to be in a relationship.
How do we know that?
Because he wants to ask her out on a date.
Email him back, say, do you want is this just to fuck or is this for like long-term stuff?
I don't think we.
You need clarification because we're interpolating with data.
Okay, so anyone who's going to email in the future, let us know if you are.
Let us know if you're trying to fuck or you're trying to do relationship, like you're trying to find long-term partner, because these are two very different approaches.
I listen. I don't think it works for men when they say we're just trying to.
Because if he's trying to
have
fuck,
sex.
he at a dog park, maybe two dogs are like humping each other. Be like, that gives me an idea. And then you're on that road to maybe try to do that,
So
But if you're trying to be long term, that is not good. That is.
You don't think it's good to try to have sex if you want a long-term relationship?
It's too volatile. You may get what you want, but then it may blow it up. But at least very soon. Whereas if you're trying to do long term, it's okay you don't want to take those big swings.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that was some good insight from.
If you're just trying to fuck, then like you can be bold like that up top.
Well, let's assume he's trying
Relationship.
or he could be trying to sleep with her, but I think you definitely have the okay to ask the question, and you could ask, hey, if you're not dating anyone, you could give her an out, and that makes it a little bit more comfortable. I think if you give her an out, it makes it less uncomfortable if she wasn't expecting you to hit on her. You're like, hey, I don't know if you're dating anyone, but I would love to take you out for a drink. And then she goes, yes, I'm dating someone. You go, okay, my bad. let the dogs continue. It's not weird. That would be my advice.
Yeah. Yeah. But then it's kind of weak when
How is that weak?
because you go, hey, if you're not dating anyone, I'd love to take you out sometime. She goes, oh, actually, I am seeing someone, and then your dick go, oh, let's walk, let's have our dogs play. I guess you've been humiliated.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be better than being like,
Why
hey,
even put yourself out there?
but
Like
oh,
that?
so he should just be like, I'd love to take you on a date sometime. And she's like, well, I'm dating someone. What's the difference? It's still going to go,
No, you got to figure out a way so that she don't have the power, like that.
so you want him to just walk up to him and be like, hey, I'm going to take you out for drinks on Thursday. So make sure you're
Nah,
available.
then no, you just keep. No, you don't even need to say, I don't know if you have a boyfriend. I'd be like, let's get coffee sometime, or you just put that out there.
Yeah.
And if she does, cool. Then you keep on escalating. You play it slow. You don't have to do like bold stuff, like I said.
Yeah.
And then eventually you make your move.
Yeah.
You like try to make out with her or something.
Oh, not at the park.
No.
Yeah.
But like if you have coffee a few times.
In the
like,
day,
you're on-
it's
you're-
hard to make
you're
out
on
in the daytime. You can't make out with someone at
yeah,
a coffee shop.
you feel it,
you
whatever
feel
that
it, yeah.
moment is, go in. And then she's like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Be like, why did you have coffee this many times and go on a hot hike? Then it's on her,
It goes, yeah. That I agree. That would be
Yeah.
like like so. You think that women going forward should always have in front of them the idea that every single guy
Is trying to,
is trying to sleep with them.
Because you live on Earth. And those are the rules of Earth.
Yes, every guy wants to sleep with the attractive woman, whether they work with them or they don't. And then what men
If you are putting signals, like even just having coffee that many times, going on a hike and all
Yeah.
that, and then a guy lean in for a kiss, and you go, what? That's on you,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to assume that. Listen, for men, we're all just trying to learn self-control. That's really what
Or it's
we
human
are.
nature, you put a piece of meat in front of a tiger, it's going to eat the meat. Even ladies out there, they go, no, he's a guy friend. He's my guy friend. Try kissing him one day. You think you're going to do that? Your friend, you just go, as an experiment, just lean in to kiss him. You're going to go, no, he'd be like, yeah,
Yeah,
finally.
finally.
You hear him say finally under his breath. Your
So-
platonic friend very quickly turned into a tiger.
Yeah. So there's no female male relationships. There's no.
They can lie to each other as much as they want, but do the experiment.
Well-
Write into the email. Let me know how the kiss was.
Well, what about this? Like, my best friend's wife. Sometimes I go on a walk with her and the baby because he's working, and we go on walks and I hang out with her.
Fine.
If she, do I what?
Do you find?
No.
Because he's at work.
No, this is my point. Like, if she tried to kiss me, I wouldn't. I would do that. I'd be like, "What are you doing?" I would back away because I'd be like, "What are you doing?" Because that's my best friend. But no, of course I don't try to sleep. Like, I feel like we have a friend.
No, if it was my best friend, yeah. But you're modeling the scenario. If it's a best friend, yeah,
Well, it's my friend. Even if it's
that's
a,
off limit. No
I'm,
shit.
I'm with my friend's wife, and
This is a very unique circumstance. That this is not typical. This is not what we're talking about.
yes, I know. That's why I'm giving you. I was just giving you an example.
Just to play devil's advocate for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just want you to know that not every situation is the same. out there. It's a
when
broad
I walk
world.
with my mom, I'm not trying to fuck my mom. That's another example of hanging out with a female that doesn't end in,
It's a little different because you
It's
can,
the same
you can
shit.
still be attracted to your friend's wife. Yes.
Nah. If he die, yeah. Now I'm allowed.
So now you're allowed
now
to.
I'm allowed to feel that.
You don't think that's a little that's kind of mean?
No, he would want that,
He would.
She lonely now.
Yeah.
But I would never think she attractive when they together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sacred.
So there is a chance for a platonic relationship with a female then.
Just sure, platonic relationship with my mom too. Platonic relationship with my cousin. Platonic,
Not Ready to Move In Together is the title. It's we have a 27-year-old female and
She
a
hot?
I don't know. It's
Did
an
she include a picture in the body of the email?
it's an email. No, there's no pictures. Do you want people to?
That'd be nice if they do like a selfie
I
or like
don't-
a full body shot.
I don't know if
Sometimes
I.
they just do the face and
I don't know.
if it's all faces,
I can't. I don't know if I
the
can.
body's
Ask,
not great.
I don't know if I can ask people to include.
What if you just strongly encourage Just
Okay,
full body shots of you as the emailer,
I
and
don't.
then because
I
it's good because it's good to piece together the email with the person. Then it could be more,
okay. I
tailor made
listen.
if we know what you look like. For me, put your picture in there.
Whatever you
If
do,
you're a woman,
do
if
what.
you're a dude, you don't need to do that. But if you're a woman who like works out a lot, put put your full body, no just
I
faces.
think that we're do what makes you feel more comfortable with your questions.
Sure, but it's strongly encouraged.
But if
If
you're
you are a
also
fit woman and want an answer from Lance, put your full body, maybe like, like different, like a mugshot. So dead on, full body, profile, back. And
we
if
won't
clothes get removed, they get removed, but
we won't share
you
the
don't have
pictures.
to. You don't have to, but it is strongly
We won't
encouraged.
share the
It's
pictures.
strongly
We
encouraged.
won't share
We
the
won't
pictures.
share them. It'll just be for me.
I will say if you're talking about you and your boyfriend and you're going to include photos, maybe also include the boyfriend too.
Nah,
I
nah,
just
nah,
because
nah,
I
nah,
want to
nah, I don't, I
see,
don't, nah.
but then I know their standards, right?
No,
Just for
if it's like a lesbian couple, yeah, both of you. But if it's a
well,
girl,
I'd like to know what the guy looks like
okay, well
for.
the ones for you, you can have the guy photo. But for me, it's just like
I'm not saying I'm
stone cold
attracted
facts.
to the guy. I just want to know like what her standards are. Like I want to know what
Okay,
she's
I
attracted
don't
to.
want to know. I just want hot chicks photos and their problems.
Okay. Well, she is. We don't know, but this is. It's not ready to move in. A 27-year-old female and a 28-year-old male. She's talking about. I have been with my boyfriend for almost 2 years now, and I feel established in my career as an ICU nurse. And he is a wildland firefighter and is gone 6+ months out of
Whoa,
the year.
saving lives, both of them, huh?
Yeah,
God complex,
or
huh?
animals.
Yeah,
Because wildland
sure,
firefighter.
sure.
Yeah, they're both good people.
There could be a hiker though, and then you could burn. So helicopters come and like save them.
Yeah. So yeah,
It
yeah.
could be
It's
human, both human.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I wanted to move in together after we were engaged, and my boyfriend keeps pushing the boundaries. I have my own apartment that I pay for, and during the season he lives out on base or visits me for about 3 days at a time when he's off. During off season though, he travels a lot or stays at my place for extended periods of time. I love spending time together and I love being together, but it's hard when it feels like we live together and it's not something that we've even talked about. I've talked to him about getting his own place and he's given me a lot of excuses. I don't know what else to do. I love my boyfriend and I don't want to break up, but I'm upset that he puts me in this situation and it doesn't feel fair to be the only one responsible and paying for rent.
Yeah. Well, maybe he burned to death in a fire, and then it just solved everything. So
Uh,
just put up with it until he, maybe you start a fire or something.
uh,
Just say go out and fight it, but it's like a really strong blaze, and he's gone.
well, she should probably communicate with him about, she should talk about the finance with him. I mean, maybe they're a little young and they don't feel comfortable, but she should probably. It sounds like there's a communication problem here. She sounds like it could be resolved if he just contributed with rent.
Yeah, but I mean, you've been together 2 years. Yeah, they've been together 2 years.
Yes, has 2 years. Yeah.
So, he fuck her good. That's not nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's not. That's she sleeps with him too.
Sure, but it's pretty good if it's been 2 years. And he a firefighter, so like 9/11, they're like up there. Thank you
Yeah.
for your service. He putting out fires. He's saving wildlife. Bears are alive because of him,
Yeah.
and you're trying to charge him.
Yeah.
Like,
You think that
give him.
she's wrong?
Yeah, he fuck good. He a firefighter. God bless America and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to pay rent.
Nah, this is part of the perk of being a firefighter.
Yeah.
You should say thank you for your service. Thank you for being here.
So but she's also an ICU nurse working hard, and he should probably, she is it too far for her to ask to contribute when he is staying there the months that he's staying there? You think it's too far? Like she's crossing the line?
You can ask, but then what if you ask and he go, nah, I don't want to, and then he leave, and then like who's going to fuck you?
Yeah. Okay. Let's jump into our next email. No response to a second date. After my first date, we were talking like normal. Asked her for a second date, and she asked me what day I was thinking. She also let me know that she won't be available on upcoming Saturday without me asking. I basically said Friday if she's available. No response. Message sent on Monday. She never opened it, and I don't know how to follow up or even if I should follow up.
All right, she not into it, and she playing coy. She doing, being elusive and ghost. Like if Chris Hemsworth text her, she be on top of it. So just send a text, be like, hey, I know what you're doing, okay? I know you're dicking me around, or you're, say what you mean. I'm not texting you anymore. Take the power back.
Yeah, this is a kind of a simple one.
Send a voice note, because it's all text right now and passive aggressive. Just heavy breathing, and you go, you don't think I know what you're doing? You playing games? I'm not going to murder you. I'm just telling you, what you're doing is shitty, and I know you're not a good person. Bye, forever. Because sometimes these people play these games. They go, oh, I'm busy that day, or oh, and they ghost you and stuff. And they think that you are like a Nintendo Wii character. Like you're not, like you're a Animal Crossing, just a town person. But you are a human with feelings and stuff. And you got to remind her.
Yeah, I mean, this is simple for me. If I was in your situation, I would just, I would maybe follow up with like a funny response. That's because I'm a comedian. I might respond with like eye emojis or like Homer backing into the bushes because she didn't respond. But at that point, it's a done deal for me. I'm not gonna try again.
It's done. I would write "You're dead" to me.
That's a little bit much, but
and then if she writes something back, I write "Who this?" And
okay.
then if it keep going, be like, "Oh, sorry, I deleted this number. Is it you? Now you're power.
Yeah.
Now you're fucking here."
And
then she tried like, no, let's go on a date. You go, nah, it's over. You made your bed.
Yeah.
Time to sleep in it.
I actually kind of like that advice better than mine.
Dating is all about power. All right? Every chance you get, try to get the power back.
This is a female.
Okay.
A female writing in. We do not have any pictures.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
In the future, yeah.
So normally I try to stay away from people too much older than me. Age gap never bothered me until repeatedly not having good experiences with older men. I'm a 24-year-old female, and I typically go after men around upper 20s, young 30s. Although I started talking to a 31-year-old man, and it makes me super nervous because of past experiences, but he hasn't tried having sex with me and wants to wait. We have been sexually, just not all the way. He seems to like his values and respects me. I'm just curious on...
First of all, what is that? It's just funny. Like, we've been sexual, just not all the way. I've jerked them off 10 times, but I'm saving it going into me. It's a wash. What are you doing? You're like fooling yourself.
Well...
I've blown him in his Mazda Miata 20 times, but we're taking it slow.
Well, I mean, because I think that females, it's something it's a very emotional experience for them. Sex, it's a little less emotional for men.
It's just comical, kind of, sure, but the guy is comic. Like, he don't care.
Yeah.
You want to jerk me off with your feet and you feel better about it? Okay. But like it's this holy grail or whatever. But they do everything but that, and you go, okay. If you want that, sure.
So she should just have sex with him.
No, she could do whatever she wants to do, but it's just kind of funny as a guy when like they do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And you go, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they need it. It's fine. It's just anecdotal or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Well, they haven't gone all the way. She says
they're taking it slow.
And she said it seems like it's more his values too, and he respects me. So she goes, I'm just curious on others' thoughts about the age gap. I know there are rare cases that I truly think age doesn't matter, and maybe this is one of them. I'm just severely overthinking this because I told myself I wouldn't date someone too far from my age, yet here I am again. We've been physically seeing each other for a month and talking for a few. Any advice is welcome and appreciated.
But it's funny. She go, here I am again. Like she have no control over it. Here, why this keep happening? Why I keep fucking 30-year-old? The universe is weird that way. I have no input in my own life and choices and decisions. What do you guys think? I keep fucking 30-year-olds.
So this is the problem: is as a 24-year-old, she probably is not identifying that
patterns.
This is what she's attracted to.
Why do I keep fucking black guys? It's weird. Here I am again. I'm going on another date with Tyrone. Why does this keep happening to me? You like what you like.
Well, I appreciate you taking your time today and giving all these
Yeah, I
people.
mean, if it helped people, I'm just here to do that. Offer a perspective that hopefully people can.
What do you have anything lined up like in a date or anything? Do you
Yeah, I
what
always have dates. I always have.
you always have
Yeah,
dates?
yeah, I
What's
always
a
have dates, and
what's something like what's a good first date you do for with a woman?
just like I go there or she come here.
Oh, you don't go to eat or you just go over to the house.
Yeah, skip a step.
How do you?
Pandemic was great because you couldn't go anywhere,
Yeah.
so you got to eliminate the step. You just go come. Yeah, there's a pandemic. I guess come to my place.
How did
It made it. Oh, you didn't have to go to Dave and Buster's. You didn't have to do all that
David?
stuff.
Have you taken a woman to Dave
And
and
one
Buster's?
time I wanted to do hoops.
Oh, how did that go?
It's great.
It worked.
Just drink beer, shoot hoops. Yeah, because I made a lot of baskets, and then she was
Yeah.
like, yeah. She
Okay.
was
And but
impressed by how many baskets.
how do you have a woman just come over now?
You ask?
And
It's consent. I'm all about consent. I don't
if
say.
they say no, then
I don't say come over now unless it's a repeat, and we've already done it.
yeah.
I'll go. Hey, do you want to come over? And then it ball in her court. And if
But
she
if-
come over, then
But if you never met the woman and you're like, hey, come over, they're gonna be scared to do that, right?
some yes, but others no.
What do you send them a selfie with your eye glare?
Nah, they see my stuff. I have an online presence, and
Yeah.
they're into it or they're not.
Yeah.
And if they're not into it, then I save time.
Okay.
Imagine going to like 4 coffee dates and then nothing happened.
Wow.
What a waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think we see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I appreciate your
Yeah.
insight, and we've learned a lot about you, and we
Sure,
can't
we learned
wait.
a lot about you too. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, everyone's learning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will do this again.
Yeah.
We can't wait to have you do this again with you soon. For anyone else watching, make sure you like and subscribe.
Can we plug? Can I plug my social
Yeah.
and stuff?
Yeah. We check out all of our
So,
socials.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
Cantstopolis.
I mean, it will be in the description.
Sure. But I like talking to the people too.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to just disregard text, but like when eyes are
Yeah.
looking at you and like yeah.
Yeah. Do your thing.
So yeah, I'm on Instagram, Cantstopolis. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And you have some tour dates coming out that you want to plug.
Maybe I don't know, not yet. But I'm around. I'm around LA. I do LA a lot, so I'll be doing sets and stuff. When I hit the road, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, check out tour dates. You can check out tour dates at michaellenoci.com. You can check out tour dates for you can. Do you have a website, Lance?
Maybe, but I didn't pay the GoDaddy, so maybe it went away. Because you have to pay for domain and then you have to pay for hosting.
Okay.
So I don't know if I still have it or not. Because
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah.
Maybe there's another website we could direct them to.
Just Instagram for now.
Yeah. So
and
Instagram.
Cantstopolis.
Well, if you go to Lance Cantstopolis on his Instagram, there are tour dates. For
Yeah.
he is on the road and he's touring, so you can go see him. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.